So the youth that we talk to on a daily basis and we engage with, Brexit is a massive issue. It's looming over our heads. Brexit, as we well know, is covering all areas of society. However, we do believe that the youth maybe are being a bit neglected in it, and the importance on the effect on them is being neglected. You're looking at different schemes and policies which were offered by the EU, potentially being taken away. You're talking about the Erasmus projects, the ability to move within the economy zone and stuff like that. However, the youth are a society and a part of society that have constantly overcome challenges. Over the past 2 years, we've seen them go to university during a global pandemic. Not only have they gone back to university, they've actually done well and passed all the exams and come back. So although there is a challenge looming here with Brexit, we do believe and we see on a daily basis that the youth are the correct and the more engaged society and part of society to challenge and overcome these issues.
You say that young people will do their best to make the most of the circumstances in which they find themselves, but what can they do in the face of huge issues such as Brexit, COVID, climate change?
So we encourage that the youth reach out to groups like ourselves, other youth groups, locally, internationally. The Commonwealth is a very high staple of youth mobilisation in the world. And we suggest that you reach out to us, or not even reach out to us. If you feel like you can do something about it, you write to the media, write online. Just really get your word out there. To those in university, you can write to universities and maybe just get your voices heard. We're here to facilitate that and help those that want to get their voices heard get heard.
In what material ways can the GCYA help young people to make a change?
So the GCYA are helping students and helping young people across the board, from getting the voices heard, writing articles, getting onto the media, coming into the office. We're brainstorming with them almost bi-weekly, monthly. We're having meetings and we're discussing what issues matter to them. Once we speak to them, then we work on a plan with them to get these actions into place. And it's through us and other associations alike, there are many in Gibraltar which are doing very well for the youth, where the youth can be heard and get their actions and plans set in motion.
So I recently went to Rwanda back in June with my colleague Adriana Santos, and we were there for a week. We attended the Commonwealth Youth Forum, and that was actually a really effective platform to come together with hundreds of youths from all around the Commonwealth. It's actually the biggest international youth conference in the world. And it was really effective to discuss issues of the youth, of women, of inclusion, and other issues that are affecting different members of the Commonwealth.
And how do forums such as these allow you to deal with the wider issues in the Commonwealth, such as equality, for example, highlighted recently by the swimmer Tom Daly, who pointed out that there are a lot of countries in the Commonwealth that have very anti-LGBT policies?
So these forums are actually extremely important to be able to raise these issues in a safe space, because one of the most important things that we do when we go out there, because obviously we're debating with so many people from different backgrounds and different opinions, that we must be respectful first of all, but it's actually a very safe space to be able to bring up these issues and discuss them properly. And I think this is one of the most important ways that we can actually make a difference in the future.
And finally, you've been a member of the association for some time. How would you encourage other young people to get involved?
So I would encourage people to get involved by emailing us so we can set up that initial meeting, but I would also encourage people to look out for various different events that are happening. For example, we've got the Commonwealth Youth Parliament coming up, and the deadline's actually on the 3rd of September. So if people feel encouraged to write that essay, and they might have a chance to go to Trinidad and Tobago later this year.